us for our podcast. That was my new intro song. Do you like it?
I'm glad that was recorded.
I'm Holly.
I'm Sallie.
And you're listening to the Why Can't We Be Friends podcast, a.k.a. your new favorite podcast.
A.k.a. YCW. No, not
this is way. We'll wrap that up. We is smart.
W.
Are you still going to try?
WBF. There we go. I did it.
Say it again. You can't. Oh, man.
That was amazing. First letter. For a 2-letter word.
Okay, ready? 2-letter word. Ready?
Why? No.
Why? Oh, man. I have a story for you. I have a couple stories for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, you didn't say you were ready, so I didn't know.
Because I just realized it's not a 2-letter word.
No, it's not.
It's
I thought we were.
Word.
Okay. I thought that we were on the same page. I'm going to let you have a moment.
Sorry, I'm just realizing how stupid I was just now. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm ready to hear your story.
There's more where that came from. So I had a dream recently that confirmed what I guess is important in my life.
Yes.
Okay. So in this dream, it was really, I'll just tell it. So I'm in my dream and I was with a friend. I'm sorry, it wasn't you.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means, but you weren't my dream friend.
Nightmare is what it means.
I guess. I don't know. And we're sitting at this table eating, and this other person came by, and they were like, Holly, I just want to let you know that the men from the show Friends are here, and it's time for you to go meet them. And I was like, are you serious? And this was like later in life because they had aged quite a bit. And so I go over and I meet them, and it was a great time. Mainly I met Matthew Perry. Even though I wouldn't say he's my favorite, I'm just saying that I met him. But he's not my least favorite because I like them all. So just had to get that out there. So I meet them and I go back to my table and the friend who was there is also a big fan of Friends, but she didn't go meet them. So I guess she doesn't care as much. So I met them, and then as I sat down, someone handed me an ice cream cone, and I started bawling in my dream, and I said, this is the best day of my life. And when I say literally, I woke up because I was laughing. Like, I was laughing in my sleep. Like, I awoke thinking that was so funny. It was so, like, I was genuinely moved to tears in my dream because I got to meet like Matthew Perry, and then I was handed an ice cream cone. I was like, this is like the best day ever. I just woke up and was like, is that what's the most important things to me in life that will qualify for the best day of my life?
It's a pretty low bar, I feel like.
I feel like it's an adequate bar. But
an ice cream cone, that's what sends you over the top.
The simplicity. I'm a simple gal.
I've never had Bluebell before. Oh my God.
I've never had it like this. Like, wow. So yeah, I don't know what all that means. I don't know if it means like I'm going to meet maybe the cast of Friends one day, or if it just means that, I like ice cream.
Miracles happen
every day.
Have you, speaking of celebrities, have you kept up with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial?
Okay. It overwhelmed me in the sense of what keeping up with it meant in the investment of my life that it would require. I started to keep up with it, and then like there was a specific profile on Instagram that apparently was the place to go to get all. It was like House and Habit or something.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
I made it through like a couple of her highlights because she had Instagram highlights of it was like part 38. Like so many parts, and I made it through 2 because they were so in depth.
Yeah, it's been going on for the time that this is airing, the trial just wrapped up yesterday.
Wasn't it yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm. So we're a little late. This is old news, but we would watch YouTube recaps of it.
So you guys watched the whole way through?
No, not the whole. Okay. Because again,
it was a life investment.
A lot of stuff.
I couldn't do it.
But I think that we might need to have Amber Heard on because she has something in common with us. She too has pooped in really strange places.
Before you even finished your sentence, I was like, We would have to put down a plastic mat.
If you didn't know, if you're the one person on earth who doesn't know, she apparently, and there's proof, there's picture proof, was mad at Johnny Depp. I did watch him telling this part of the story, and it was really funny because he's trying to keep it together because you're on a freaking witness stand talking about how your ex-wife pooped in your bed because she was mad at you. And I just thought, what would Andrew have to do?
That was going to be my question for you. That was
the retaliation. And like, you know what? I will crap in your bed. That would really be a joke on me because he sleeps on the couch, falls asleep on the couch a lot of times, and it's just me in the bed. So I'd really have to plan it out to make sure that he made it to the bed.
I just don't want to poop my own bed. I think maybe if you're going to have to poop somewhere, like maybe his favorite shoes. You know, like maybe that's a better...
That would be a much better place.
You know what I mean? It's going to take a little more effort and preciseness, but I think it's a better idea than where like you sleep too. I don't know.
It's like a vengeful cat or something.
Should we branch off this podcast and start one about, pooping tips and where we like. So if you have an enemy, best place.
If you want to get revenge, here's where you're going to want to poop. No, it was
places.
I can see a blog post right now. It was just, it's crazy. So anyway, he won majority. I think she got $2 million for something.
He got 15 mil.
But she doesn't have any money, I don't think. So
I don't know.
You win it, but also I think he can now sue some of these papers that posted some of the other stuff. I really felt bad for him because his career was ruined, and it's still ruined.
Did you feel really bad for Johnny?
I do. And
Johnny, if you're
help.
listening, we would like $500,000 at least.
He needs help. He needs to. Let me tell you. He needs.
Are you going to leave out the fact that she needs help, or?
Oh well, yeah, she needs help too. But as the victim of this crime, he needs help.
So
I hope he gets off drugs. That's my hope for Johnny.
Thank you for sharing, Sallie. We appreciate your heart.
I don't want to be on drugs anymore.
I just need Captain Jack Sparrow back because what is Pirates?
I know.
What is that without him? Yesterday, my sister-in-law was over and she said she had texted her husband, Johnny Depp won, and he said, I wish that I had the capacity to even care less than I do about that. He was like, I do not care at all. And it made me laugh because it was like, yeah, I mean, also it's really funny that we've all collectively been involved in something that it's like,
oh, so personal.
Why are we all, why does this matter to all of us? It doesn't.
I didn't really even know about it until a few weeks ago. And then I was telling Andrew last night, I'm like, wouldn't that be crazy to be selected for jury duty? And then you find out the trial you're going to be
is Johnny
Depp. I'm like, I do jury duty. Yeah, sure. Sign me up. Very unbiased.
Your Instagram would be flourish. You
that
could
would
start
be
highlights.
Well, I think you're sworn to secrecy.
Well, at that point, you're doing, what you got to do. You got to give the people the truth if you're the only access.
There have been some really great clips, though. Anyway, like she got caught writing in a notepad, but she wasn't writing anything. She was pretending to take notes, and her lawyer notices and like rolls his eyes at her. It's so funny. I just think, how self-obsessed do you have to be to pretend to write notes at a trial? Like, why not just take real notes? Why not just
but what are you gonna
lie
write?
Better? I don't know. Your
lie
name?
Better.
Yeah, if you're gonna lie, at least put the pen to paper. It's not. It's one more step. Like authenticate it.
Or like try to do a courtroom drawing. See what you're made of. Really leave it all on that notepad.
Well, she should have done a courtroom drawing because then she probably could have auctioned that for money. And then she would have the money to pay Johnny Depp. So
not only do you have poop advice for her,
I have a lot of advice.
You have business advice, lying advice. Mm-hmm. So how to, have a better poker face. Mm-hmm. You need to sit down with her.
I think yes.
Maybe you should try to reach out. There's some type of connection.
She wants to do an interview.
Mm-hmm.
And Amber, you don't know me, but
you need to.
I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Would you like to come on my podcast?
It'll be a great time.
It's a lot of fun. Anyway, okay, Holly has a story. We're going to completely shift gears away
like we always do.
Seamless transition. Holly texted me the other day, and this is a story that I need you to tell everyone because I thought it was so funny, and I don't really know what happened afterwards.
Okay, so, wedding photographer. I was at a wedding over the last week or so. And I was getting coffee because I had some coffee. Love that. So I go up to order. I'd been waiting because the line was so long. And finally, all the guests had got their coffee. So I go up to place my order and I say, "Can I have a latte?" He says, "Sure. Do you want hot or iced?" And I said, "Hot, please." And he said, "Like you." And he threw in like a... And I...
Does he work on tips or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he was with a business, like they were paid to be there. And it was really loud because, we're in the reception. And I'm just staring at him and I'm like, "Yep, I like latte. Yeah, just a hot latte." And I just turn around. And I just turned around because I thought, well, I ordered, so I'll wait for my drink.
What did he do anything after that?
He was just like...
Was
and
he
like
being...
went to make the drink. And then when it was ready, he was like, "Here you go."
Like in a flirty way?
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it definitely felt like, are we feeling like we're going to move forward with anything from that? Or is that how it works nowadays? Are those the types of line? Is this what we're working with?
Is this how men are getting women into their beds?
Yeah. Is this
a weird coffee?
By a coffee compliment? By like, "You are what you drink, you hot steamed milk,
I'd sure
little
like
bit of
to-
sugar and a double shot of espresso."
I'd sure like to try you out.
Yeah, so that was fun. But it also, in a way, I'm like, all right.
So that was my first reaction was, that is so funny that someone that in that setting,
Right.
that you say, "I want a hot drink," and then they go, "Hot like you." Like, where's that going to lead?
Because even, it would be one thing if I knew the guy
Yeah.
and it was an obvious joke, like, "Oh, hot like you."
Yeah.
And then you're like, "Oh my God, you're so dumb." And they're like, "I know, that was stupid." But it was hot like you, ? Period. That was the end, like you. Yep.
Yeah. I thought it was...
I am hot.
I thought it was ridiculous, but then I also thought, she still got it.
I still got it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
It's kind of,
But I will say, normally, it's like a drunk groomsman or an uncle. There's always... I did have one wedding where I called friends on the phone and I had told a security guy to follow me to my car.
oh my gosh.
And for my friends to talk with me on the phone because I was nervous about this one specific groomsman.
What did he do?
And this was years ago, but I was like at a country club, so it was a very nice wedding, and he was just with me all day, and he just kept asking me to go downtown with them, trying to grab me on the dance floor, and it was...
Was he drunk all day? Or
No. He was probably like tipsy during the day,
Yeah.
but not justifiable enough to be like, he has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah, he knew.
So it made me like really nervous, but I've never... this instance, I was not nervous. I just thought it was really funny, like with the coffee incident. But with my troublesome groomsmen, that was a little scary.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Excuse me, sir. Don't talk to me.
Excuse me, sir. I will press charges right now.
I will kick you.
People are just crazy. There was a wedding. Thankfully, Micah was with me at it, but then also not thankfully because he did nothing. And there was a classic like drunk uncle dancing at a wedding. And sometimes when I'm shooting weddings, I wear this harness that I can have both of my cameras attached, and then I'm hands-free because they just can hang at my sides. And
I envision you like in a Laura Croft Tomb Raider type of a harness situation.
It's normally
like super hot.
Very popular with, like, the guys are always like, "Oh, that looks so cool." Like, you look so cool. And I always think it's really funny because I'm like, is it really, like, really? You just say nothing. Just don't even say anything.
Because it's a leather. Ooh, it's a leather strap.
And we're standing by the dance floor, and this drunk uncle comes up, and he grabs my hands and takes me, and we dance on the dance floor, and Micah just laughed. And, like, wasn't going to be like, "Oh, like, she's got to work," or, like, pull something. And so I'm looking around, I'm like, why is this happening? But, that's what keeps the job interesting when the night happens.
I had a guy in a movie theater put his hand in my lap. Let me set the
Pause
stage.
for dramatic effect.
Let me set the stage. Okay, so this is a pre-pandemic world,
Okay.
and very different from
That
the
makes
world
it
we live
so
today.
much better. I feel so relieved.
Well, anyway, pre-pandemic, we're going to the movie. Anyway, we have no kids. Reserve your seats.
Okay, wait, you know this guy?
No,
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
this guy.
Who's we going to the movie?
I mean Andrew.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Not me and
is this
this guy.
Andrew throwing his hand into your lap?
This guy threw his hand into my lap. It was it. No.
It's my husband.
So we go to the movie theater. We have reserved seats.
Okay.
The theater is empty. There's nobody else
no.
there. Or there's like a few people, plenty of room to sit wherever. And this guy comes and sits right beside me. And which I'm annoyed with because I'm like, you don't have to sit here.
No, you don't.
Nobody is here.
I don't care if you paid for that seat.
Yeah.
Go sit down there.
So he's sitting, it's an interesting guy. He's older, like probably in his 50s. He's wearing leather fingerless gloves.
I'm very uncomfortable.
That was the first sign. I was like, something's not right here. The second sign, a sure sign, ladies, is leather fingerless gloves. The second thing that bothered me is that he was he had like 2 drinks and he put them in my cup holder. He put one of his drinks in my cup holder, so I had nowhere to put my drink.
Wait, maybe I wasn't paying attention. Was he alone?
Yeah, he was alone.
Okay, good.
He was on the end of
Even
the aisle,
better.
and then me, and then Andrew. Also, why didn't Andrew like switch me seats? I don't know. He obviously saw no problem with this. I was annoyed. Very annoyed. So then he finally notices that his drink is in my cup holder. He's like, oh, sorry. I could just tell like something is off with this guy. He's just kind of weird.
Oh my gosh.
So during the movie, towards the end, and he kind of said a few things, like I think leaned over to me, and I was just
You
like,
guys made it the whole movie,
whole
though.
movie. We get to the end of the movie, and he just puts his hand in my lap on my hand, like grabs my hand, and I pick his hand up and throw it. And he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Like he didn't know what he was doing. Meanwhile, Andrew's just enjoying the movie, just like looking at the screen. And so he kind of sees that I'm agitated.
Upset.
Andrew kind of sees that I'm upset.
Uncomfortable.
And so I look at him, I'm like, that guy just put his hand in my lap. And he's like, what? I don't know what to do. I'm like, he just really put his hand in my lap. Andrew, that doesn't register in his head what I'm trying to say. So we've continued to sit through the movie because I wasn't threatened. I was just like, this guy's freaking weird. We're going to get out
This is
and
just
leave.
a terrible situation.
Why didn't we leave? Why didn't I stand up? I don't know. So we get done. He apologizes again. And then he like staggered out. So he was drunk. Something. And I think he was homeless. Somehow he had made it into the movie theater and grabbed my hand.
So you guys
And
had
then,
a moment.
and then Andrew and I had a moment because I was like, why did you not defend my honor?
Man.
And he goes, I didn't even know anything was going on. I'm like, well, next time, look alive.
Look alive. I
alive.
need you to stay on your toes.
I need you to watch me watching the movie. That's how you're going to watch the
I
movie.
need you to realize that you've got a certified dime piece as a wife, and that I'm turning some heads and moving hands in theaters.
Apparently. But I've never been, I don't think I've been hit on like in front of Andrew.
See, well,
Which kind of, I don't want to solicit that kind of attention. Like I'm not dressing, I'm not doing weird, stuff to gather attention. But part of me just wants to know, what would you do legitimately if someone legitimately came up and was like flirting with me? What would you do? Mm-hmm. Would you throw fists? Would punches be thrown?
I think Micah's go-to would just be like, "It's my wife, man." Like that's just 100% Micah.
Oh, I can see that. That is so funny.
And also, it is kind of funny to think like someone's like, "Oh," says something, hot, like, "Oh, you're hot," and then Andrew's just like, "Boom!" Just was like gonna punch him just out of nowhere.
There's a line, obviously. Yeah. Okay, so it's funny because when I was younger, if I got hit on or someone had like a cheesy pickup line, I was like, ugh, so offended.
Like in their face.
Yeah, a little bit just like, what are you doing? But now I think I would be like, I'm still a little offended, but also thank you.
But
I've had 2 kids. I appreciate that.
thank you so much, sir. I just wanted to take a
you.
moment to be appreciative of this.
So I think I was 19. I don't believe I was engaged yet to Andrew. I might have been. And I was a runner. And I would go.
You were.
Yeah, I was. And I would go to my local YMCA and hit up the treadmill in the morning. And then I would usually go by Reese's and get my food or whatever. Reese's is a grocery store for those of you who don't live in the Oklahoma area. And I'm in Reese's, and again, I don't like wearing leggings as pants, but I was in my leggings and I had like a long jacket because I try to be, especially if I'm in gym clothes, I don't like to be flaunting everything everywhere. Flitting and smearing. That's my personal preference. So I guarantee you, I kind of remember what I was wearing. I was very modest.
Okay.
I'm not like wearing a bra and shorts. I'm covered is what I'm saying. So I'm in the dairy section.
But where are your ankles showing?
My ankles
those
might have
ankles
been
will send a man into a tizzy.
They did in the Victorian era. They didn't even want you to see table legs lest it cause a man to lust. Anyway, it's true. It's a true story. If we need to stop for a history lesson, I will.
Back to the grocery store.
I'm in the dairy section.
Dairy. Okay, I'll stop.
This guy that works at the grocery store is across the aisle, and he just keeps like looking at me and then looking at his work and then kind of looking up and smiling. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm just trying to get my cheese or whatever. I don't know what I was buying. And so finally he walks over to me and he goes, "You shopping alone?" And I go, I'm like, "Yes, it's the middle of the work day. My friends are working." And he goes, "Why's that?" And I think I say,
"Oh my God,
my friends are working. I don't go to the grocery store with my friends. I don't know. I'm just trying to buy some cheese." And he goes, "Nah, you need someone to shop with." And I just kind of looked at him, and then I just casually pushed my shopping cart out of the dairy section into the next spot.
Oh, no.
It was so uncomfortable. And also, I thought, what are you trying to accomplish?
Yeah, where do we go from here?
Go from here? You're working right now. You can't. Are you going to stop and shop with me? Do I get an employee discount if I shop with you?
Do I get that 20% or?
But to be an employee and just it wasn't
shoot
harassment, but just to shoot your shot in the middle of your shift. But with that pickup line, "You shopping alone?" Nah, you need someone to shop with. It was just like, I assume you mean you.
Did he envision maybe an engagement party in the future and going, "Well, she was getting some cheese and I said, I'll shop with you." And she said, "Oh, my hero." And now we get married tomorrow, so I can't believe it.
It was so awkward. And I just remember laughing, pushing my cart around and laughing. And then I never saw him again. I think he was new. And I think I'm like, you got fired. Something
or you
happened.
tore him apart.
I tore him apart.
The rejection, he couldn't handle it. He had to go work at Whole Foods.
I think that if he is trying to pick up girls during his shift in the dairy section, there's probably some other ways he's failing in his job. I think he got fired. Or maybe it was just not his shift. But it was just the strangest way. I also had a guy one time, I was at the gas station paying for gas inside. This guy's in front of me. He turns back around and looks at me and goes, "You're so beautiful, yet so innocent." And I was just like,
no.
I want to throw up.
Yeah, you need to call 911.
And he goes, "No, it's a compliment." And I was like, "Don't talk to me."
No, actually, it's creepy.
"No, sir. This makes me, I need to go take a shower right now because of what you just said."
Also, it's just like cringe.
Yes.
Don't
it's
be
like, face
cringy.
forward. Buy your gas. Shut up.
I'm all about someone being like, "You know what? I'm going to take a chance here. You're beautiful. Do you want to go out sometime?" I don't know, whatever. But maybe less of an approach that kind of says, "I may kill you." Or like, "I've been watching you." And you're like,
know.
that feels like I should call the cops right now.
Yes.
Because I'm all about like, hey, if you're single and you want to take a shot, go for it. But not in that way. I just don't think it's going to happen.
No. If you're using the phrase, "yet so innocent,"
It's not looking
That's
great.
not looking great. If you hear someone saying, yet so innocent to you.
If you startle the person you're talking to, it's not looking so great. We're just going to leave it there.
If they previously didn't know that you were even in the room,
It's not looking great.
it's not looking great. Just turn right back around and go back from whence you came.
If they have a wedding ring on,
Yes.
sir, at the coffee shop, bar, at the wedding, it's not looking great.
Yeah.
But either way, we have plans this Saturday. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, we're going to a concert.
We are.
I forgot all about it.
Well, surprise! I'm full of surprises for you.
My heart can't handle another confetti
I
cannon.
don't have a confetti cannon hidden somewhere in here, but who's to say? Maybe we could conjure up some getting hit on at this concert, and we'll see what our men will do.
Here's what I'm thinking though: is that the people at this concert, I don't think are going to be our people.
No, but there's also those people who are like, I'll go to every show, no matter who it is.
And that's not my person.
They could be.
No, I'll tell you how I know it's not my person. Andrew Dale is my person because he said, I want to go to this concert, but I also might pay more money to go to the venue where I can sit down the whole time.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I said,
we can't sit down, can we?
I love you for that.
Love you, Bubby.
I love you. I also don't want to stand. We were already talking about how during the day we're going to have to do a lot of sitting.
Oh,
so that
it is not going to be that bad.
I have to wear my orthopedics. Good thing they're very popular with Gen Z. I'll have to go get a pair of dad shoes.
Oh, if you show up in anything less than dad shoes, I'm going
to wear dad shoes and
disappointed.
Dad shoes and a Bill Cosby sweater, and it will be great.
I would go for a sweater vest if I were you.
Yes, with nothing under. Well, a bra.
Whoa! Now you're really going to be bringing all the boys to the yard. And you have brought that on yourself, and that is no one's fault but your own. You know you can't be walking around in nothing but a sweater vest. Send people into a tizzy.
I think it would send people into a tizzy, but not for that reason.
I'm going to be in a tizzy, and I'm going to be upset with you.
I think it'd be more of a, what are you wearing type of a tizzy. Oh, man. Well, this is what we have for you guys today.
I think it was a riveting conversation.
We started with the Sallie can't spell, apparently.
No, we confirmed that.
I mean, I can spell the word apparently.
Apparently.
And then we migrated into Johnny Depp
and
some
we're
poop jokes,
ending
some low-hanging
on
fruit.
Sally's going to buy a sweater vest.
Here we go.
So I don't know what more you could want for us.
Oh my goodness.
From us.
If you enjoyed what we have copied and pasted together,
how could you not?
Go ahead, like and subscribe, and
you got cleaned it up.
I know,
guys. We want you.
And this is just water in this cup. My goodness.
But seriously, this is serious.
Okay.
Tell them
what.
Oh, just to subscribe and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You got all jumbled.
We might just have to edit all this out. Like and subscribe, follow us on social media, and we will catch you next week.
On the flippity flip.
On the flippity flip. Bye.